Yikes, the Roblox community has a problem with something that Roblox has done once again. Not surprising and absolutely nothing new. Also, it's about Athro. They made some new Athro avatars and that is what people have a problem with. I know, also nothing new. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe so more people can see this and what is currently going on. And very quickly, please join my Discord server. The invite code is ChloeGames and I talk in there basically 24/7. Yeah, so funnily enough, it's not the initial avatars that people have the biggest problem with right now. We will dive into exactly what is going on, but for now, Roblox has released a variety of free default avatar bundles that are specifically made as a blank canvas to add layered clothing onto. So as of right now, I still don't really like how layered clothing looks on anything besides Athro. I've tried to wear layered clothing on my own avatar before with the girl package equipped and it doesn't look that bad, but I'm still not the biggest fan of it. So even I took one of these new Athro avatars to maybe try layered clothing in the future. But for some reason, if we take one of these avatars and then equip it in the avatar editor, remove the default clothing that the avatar came with, and this is what we are left with. First of all, I didn't know that this was a thing. The first time that I saw that this is a thing that you could do with the new avatars is from Chase Rooney. He tweeted about this and said, "Roblox, what is this new Athro?" with a screenshot of exactly what I showed you previously. Personally, I don't see a single thing wrong with this avatar. There is absolutely nothing immediately wrong with it. And I know that Chase Rooney is just making a joke with this. The problem is not with him making a joke about this. That's fine, that's not harming anyone, but the problem is the fact that everyone in the replies definitely does genuinely have an issue with this avatar. Going through a lot of these replies, I noticed that people seem to have an issue with the fact that, I mean, obviously this is underwear on a Roblox avatar, but that doesn't initially scream red flags to me. It's not like the avatar is completely naked, which we have seen some people on Roblox try to recreate something along those lines. This is coming officially from Roblox. They don't have a problem with having this avatar be like this, and I also don't see why people have a problem with the avatar being like this. So the new avatars, there is 4 different types, or technically 8, but there is a male and female version of each of the 4 avatars, and not surprisingly, the male versions of these avatars also do pretty much the same thing when you remove the default clothing. Not surprisingly, I am yet to see anyone have an issue or raise the same issues with the male versions of these avatars, so I think initially, the problem that people might have with these avatars looking like this under the default clothing might be a little bit more obvious than people are realizing. Maybe people do have the same issue with the male versions, but like right now, all I am seeing is people bringing up this specific one. So let's use Parker as an example. This is the one that I took for myself. I have it in my inventory right now, but the included items, we can see there is anime female torso. If we change this to the 3D view and then spin it around, I mean, it's basically just like a grey mannequin. It's completely blank. The only things on this avatar or this mannequin right now is, like I said, the underwear part of it, which I still really don't see why that would ever be a problem. Okay, fair enough. I have seen some people raising the issue that, you know, there is definitely some bad actors out there on the platform that might see this and start using it for more malicious intentions, but we can't just avoid having things on Roblox or avoid doing things on Roblox because some people might take it and use it for something that it wasn't intended. I mean, this is just here for when you remove the default clothing to place your own layered clothing onto it. Once removing the default clothing from these new Athro avatars, I don't really see what else they could have done besides have the avatar literally be naked, which is obviously not an option. That is when this would be a problem, but right now there is nothing wrong with this. The avatar is covered. It's just a base default avatar for people to be able to put their own layered clothing onto. It's not that big of a deal. There is nothing wrong with this, and there is only a problem if you make it a problem. It's not weird until you make it weird. Personally, I think it's very easy to look at this avatar in this state and just be normal about it. You know, I was thinking about this, and I think there should only be a problem with this if there comes a point where I cannot include it into a video without censoring it, but this is completely fine. I don't think that Roblox is going too far with this, especially because nobody wants to be running around Roblox games looking like this. This is only going to be there in the avatar editor until people put their own layered clothing on top of the base avatar. To be fair, it's just like any other dress-up game online. It's like, I guess even The Sims. When you are creating a sim and you remove the clothing to add your own clothing, this is exactly what it looks like. It's basically the exact same thing. Once again, I do understand the concerns that some people out there might take this, use this avatar for more inappropriate uses, but that is their fault. That is not Roblox's fault. That is not the avatar's fault for looking this way. So I don't know, I personally don't see a problem with this, but at the same time, I guess I can kinda understand the concerns of where some people are coming from, but that is just my opinions, so please discuss this in the comments below. What do you think about this avatar, the new Athro avatars, and do you see a problem with this? But anyway, let me get think of some Roblox players having a problem with the new Athro avatars. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.